What's up, guys? Don't worry, my next video will be the one you want to watch, so if you don't mind, I'm gonna need you to click off this video and then come back when you see one that's titled Obama was the second black president. Anyways, by now you guys should know what I hate. Say it with me. Politics and Star Wars. I know, but that doesn't mean anything. However, there is also a third option, and that is conspiracy theories. Whether it be 9/11, Flat Earth, or the JFK assassination, you can bet your soft, supple pussy lips that each one is just as stupid as the last. I mean, here's a flat earther debunking his own myth like some sort of retarded genius.
If you're seeing through this hole, through the next hole, and seeing the light at the backboard, or 17 feet off the water, the earth is flat. If he's holding it up at 23 feet high and we're seeing the light, well, that's because the earth's curved. Lift up your light way above your head. Interesting.
And yet, we still have people thinking it's flat. At some point, you just gotta give up. It's okay to give up when you're proven to be 1,000,000% wrong with everything you say. If you want to know more about any specific conspiracies, or find out about some you didn't know about, my friend Wikipedia has a surfeit of examples to show you. Whether you get hard for aviation conspiracies, or you're a little more on the gay side and like to see what espionage holds. Regardless, Mr. Pedia has everything your lonely ass needs to start your manifesto before you inevitably shoot up a middle school. Too far? Oh well, that's what I have written down. Now for this video, I'll be going over the Tom Hanks conspiracy someone told me to check out in my Justin Bieber video. I also like how they assured me Justin Bieber won't be mentioned in the video. Honestly, if you didn't tell me that, I wouldn't have watched the video, so thank you. Or wait, do you thank me? I think we gotta fuck if I'm being honest. But before I talk about Tommy Hanks and the little debacle he got himself into, I want to talk about a few others because while that is the biggest conspiracy of this video, it can also be disproven the easiest. So instead, we'll start with the Justin Bieber Pizzagate conspiracy. I did make a video on this using common sense and logic, but apparently meth is still the drug of choice for some people who watch YouTube. I was really surprised to see comments like this. But then I remembered that's what conspiracy theorists do. They'll tell you you're wrong, but not tell you why. And then when they do tell you why, this is what they sound like. I mean, other than telling me I'm a sheep and how I'm being close-minded, can you tell me how I'm doing that? Did you even watch my video? This guy says it was because I gotta act smart. Maybe you're just fucking stupid. Like, can you guys please tell me how you saw this cake right here with this blue frosting and associated that with this pedophile symbol? Have you never had a birthday cake with frosting on it, you poor piece of shit? That's the shape of the frosting tip, and if we enhance the image, which is obviously not needed, we can see that it's just regular blue frosting. But like some autistic superhero, you found a connection between this and this. Most likely just because they're both blue. Also, how did you hear this girl say this?
I'm assuming these are all the people that like touched him maybe. But notice like Oprah, Diana, Obama, Satan, oh my god.
And we're still like, yeah bro, you lacking common sense and logic. Are you sure about that? Because it clearly says Mario and Luigi on there. Are you saying you believe two video game characters molested an actual person? Because I don't think you understand what the fuck you just said to me, stupid. Like, how underdeveloped is your brain? It can't be bigger than a cherry because it says Morpheus and Neo on there. Neo was the chosen one, not the one choosing who to molest. The next conspiracy I'll talk about real quick is the Wayfair human trafficking one. And right from the beginning, I knew this was bullshit. One big reason was because of the lack of evidence. Yeah, they had that screenshot, but that was it. Nobody had any other examples to show but that one picture. People were even saying literally the day of this being posted that they couldn't find the cabinets but still believed every word that post said. That's like asking someone, hey, can you prove to me you're not a terrorist? And they're like, yeah, sure. And they pull out and they show you sandpaper. And you're like, ooh, yes, 200 grit. Everything seems to check out. What also made me cherry to believe this was that all these girls were kidnapped from different states but ended up on the same website all under the same product. That's either some great coordination by the traffickers or y'all just believe anything that involves black people now. Like, don't you guys find it weird that they use their first names for the listing? I'm assuming when you kidnap and traffic someone, you don't want the people you kidnap them from to know where they are. And this is doing the exact opposite of that. Another critical error whoever created this made was letting someone add in their own picture to the original slides. This was that image. It says, Wayfair's president with Ghislaine Maxwell together, blah blah. I don't know who was the first to add this picture in, but I first saw this picture being posted by this profile. And of course, a quick Google search shows me that that guy is in no way associated with Wayfair whatsoever. So I'm like, okay, that's weird. This seems to be a credible hip-hop news page, and when you go through all their posts, they have under them source and then show where they got the article from. Well, this one about Wayfair they posted doesn't have a source. Could that be because there was no credible source to begin with? Possibly. Definitely. And I DM'd them about this, basically saying, fuck you for not fact-checking your shit and fuck your gay little page. Well, I didn't say gay, but... And they said, facts, which then I replied with, glad you take human trafficking seriously. Then they liked both of my messages, then blocked me. I would also like to mention that this girl they posted right here went on Facebook Live to show us that she wasn't kidnapped. And even better, the post that they still haven't deleted is now labeled as false information. Right here. But hey, it wouldn't hurt if you guys message them some words of encouragement. But not really a wink, you feel me? But not really. Next up on my list is the Britney Spears conspiracy, and this one didn't really get as much traction as people thought it would, mostly because she's still living that fucking rich life. And like these random people are saying, oh, her managers control her and she has no freedom. Really? How do you know that other than by looking into things that aren't there? Maybe she likes to act weird online. Have you ever seen an interview about a celebrity? They can't do regular people shit because of people like you. Trust me, they won't say it because they don't want to piss you idiots off, but people like Brad Pitt and all them want to be able to do regular people shit every once in a while. So maybe, since the world famous Britney Spears can't do anything without drawing a fucking crowd, she wants to let loose online while keeping her personal life private. Did you ever think about that? Dude who wears makeup? But nah, you guys are right. This beautiful man lady has all the answers. Like, calm down, women. Just because you're jealous of how he does his makeup doesn't make him right. One more thing I'll talk about before I get into the Tom Hanks video, and it's not really a conspiracy, but that whole Mia Khalifa nonsense that's been going on. This is probably one of the times I wish I hadn't rushed a video, because right after I uploaded my video, Bang Bros was like, yeah, Mia, shut the fuck up. And they basically just proved her wrong with everything she said. Kinda like I did, I just, didn't have all the info at the time. Like I said, she only worked for 3 months, but that's only because she didn't mention the years prior to that. And she did only get paid $12,000. She just didn't mention the other $178 other $1,000 she got paid. So technically I wasn't wrong, I just wasn't right all the way. You feel me? Alright, so now it's time for the beef. If there are any vegans watching this video, you might want to click off, because this next part of the video is meat heavy. I don't know why I'm talking so slow. So when I made my Justin Bieber video, someone left a comment to this video and said I should check it out. And since I hate conspiracy theories, I'm like, should I watch it? I know I'm not gonna like it, but should I watch it? And I didn't. But then a few days later I come back to it and I'm like, sure, why not? And this was part 2, and I said if part 2 was good enough, then I'll watch part 1. Spoilers, it didn't. It wasn't. It's not. All of them. So the video starts out with this disclaimer telling you not to look up anything you see in this video on Yandex. And of course, I'm like, what the hell is that? And basically it's like Google for Russians, so they don't have to use Google. So for example, if someone like me in America uses Yandex and searches up soup along with the regular results Google would give me, I would also get these links to these Russian websites. So whether it was salsa, Gatorade, corn dogs, even Timothy McVeigh, you were more than likely gonna get a website that you couldn't even read. Anyways, he talks about this because in his video he talks about Tom Hanks and his lost glove photos.
I noticed you have this obsession on Instagram with lost gloves.
I don't want to explain the whole thing, but basically Tom Hanks likes to take pictures of lost gloves because he likes the meaning behind it. Like, what happened to the other glove? Does the person know this is missing? Basically just like old people shit. Like, he's so fucking rich, he's basically resorted to taking pictures of trash as a hobby. But apparently, one of the pictures Mr. Hanks posted unlocks some secret code on Yandex that forces them to show you children in swimsuits. That picture is this. As you can see, it has the lost glove, but it also says SRC USA, and when he looks that up on Yandex, his music gets so dramatic, I almost shit my pants. And like I said, this one is the easiest to disprove, so I'll try to make this quick. First off, when he starts showing us the image results and all the sexual hashtags that are with them, y'all gotta remember this is a Russian-based website, and just the fact that you can look up this on Yandex and it shows you this, shows you they do not have the same regulations that Google has. And because of that, you have to realize that you're just discovering this. There are adults who love children who have obviously found out about this Yandex flaw and are using it to start a collection of pictures they can come back to legally. Not to mention, SRC is the name of an international modeling agency based in Russia who at one point had a kids section for boys and girls, which makes sense that when he looked up SRC USA, it showed him pictures of children and American flags. But I'm assuming in light of recent events, they've had to shut down that section because this is the message they show you when you click on that section. The last thing I'll say about this is that the original picture where it says SRC USA on the ground, I don't know if you guys ever noticed that construction paint on the streets, like it's just random numbers and arrows showing you where they might do construction. Well, I noticed that, and I asked my brothers who work construction, what does SRC USA mean? Or just SRC, because I found out that USA meant Underground Service Alert. But one of my brothers said that SRC meant SR Cable. He thinks the SR is the company that works, or that is gonna was gonna put the cable there. And because it's in white, that means that it's a proposed excavation, meaning that this is where they want to do something, but they're using these lines to be like, this is where we want to do it, just in case you don't want us to fuck up the concrete and then tell you. You could even see the faded arrows that he neglects to mention in his video right there pointing in these directions, meaning the cables are gonna go that way. So whatever Yandex was showing you was a Yandex issue and has nothing to do with Tom Hanks. Why would he even do that when none of the pictures you were showing were illegal? Showing this is weird, I'll give you that, but it's not something to get arrested over. Now, if Tom Hanks posted a picture where you can catch a glimpse of his personal notebook at the corner of the screen and then you look up some of the words he has on there and then it brought you to this, not only on Yandex but on Google and all the other search websites, then yeah, I'd probably think something about it. But this is just like the Wayfair situation. They saw people were using their website for the wrong reasons and cleaned it up. Now when you look up SRC USA, we see a bunch of US generals and whatnot. But let me guess, that's a whole nother conspiracy I'm being closed-minded about, right?